Hey folks, Sheila here from Design Files. I wanted to put together a quick video because the team has made some great new updates when it comes to adding text to your design boards. So whether you're creating a full client presentation deck or a project proposal, or even if you just wanted to be able to add some notes to a concept board or a room mockup that you've created in the mood board editor, the latest updates to the text tool are going to make that whole process much easier and give you a lot more flexibility. So let's go ahead, we're going to dive right in. I'm going to use this slide right here as an example, and we're just going to touch on some of the great new updates that have been added. Now, before I start editing this text here, I'm just going to bring this off to the side, and we're going to talk a little bit about the text library, because if you haven't used the text tool within the mood board editor, this is where you're going to find it. Just come over to the right side panel. You're going to see that there is a text option right here. Click on that, and you're going to see that it is going to open up to a full library of different fonts that you can browse through. And when you find one that you like, you can literally just drag it out onto your design board, and it's going to create a text field, an active text field that you can just start typing in right away. Now, before, when we had the text tool set up, instead of giving you the ability to text directly on the mood board, it was actually a small text field over here. And you would add your text over here, and then it would show up on your mood board. And the downside to doing that was that if you had big blocks of text, then you really couldn't see the full block of text that you were typing out. So we got rid of that, and we've just brought the entire process directly onto the design board, which is much better because then you can see how everything is going to fill out as you are typing out your text. Now, the other thing that we have done here is that with this particular text block, and I'm just going to make this left aligned for now, originally when you were expanding your text block out to the side, it was actually expanding it from the center out and going like expanding both to both sides, which wasn't ideal because if you were trying to left align everything, then having it expand from both sides made it really difficult for you to get the placement exactly right. So we fixed that problem, and now if I choose to expand it from the right, it's never going to affect the left-hand side. Additionally, the same thing goes for the expanding to the left. You'll see that this has never been altered. So it helps you keep the alignment of your text in place as you are building out your templates or just adding whatever notes that you want to add to your design boards. Now, another key thing to be aware of when using the text tool is that if you want to just select the text and move it around in the design board, you're just going to click it once, and that will allow you to select and move it. If you want to be able to edit the text within the text block, you're going to do a double click, and that's what's going to open up the editing capabilities over here. So again, one click to just click and select and move it, and 2 clicks if you want to edit the text within the actual text block. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete this one. And let's go over here to this particular slide. So you can see that I've got my project overview slide set up. Everything is nice and clean, but let's say I want to make some changes to this. So I'm going to double click on this text right here so that I can edit it. Let's say I want to change up the font. So in order to do that, I first need to select all of the font that I want to adjust. So I'm just going to highlight all of the text. And over here, this is my font dropdown. So this is where I can start choosing a different font that I want to use. Let's say I want to use Lato, or I want to use Carla, whatever it is. So you can go through and you can just kind of keep choosing the different fonts until you find one that you like. Now, you do have the ability to left align the text, do center, or to right align. And down here, you're going to see that you can change the font size. So you can either drag the little side scroller here, and you'll see how it increases the text on the actual design board. Or you can use the up-down arrows right here to just change up the font size as well. And you can do the same thing for your line height. So again, you've got your slider here. So if I wanted to change the line height, you can see how that's being affected, or I could use the up-down arrows as well. And that comes in really handy if you're going to be doing something like your table of contents and you just want to have it nicely spaced out so that it fills out the overall slide. The other thing that you have the ability to do here is, let's say that I wanted to kind of put some prominence on specific words within my text. So again, I'm going to double click this so I can edit the text. And let's say we're just going to highlight a few keywords here. Over here, this is where I would use the bold, or I could do italics, or I could underline, whatever I want to do here. And you'll also see that you can change the color of the font as well. So I'm going to click into the font field, and let's say that we're going to use some sort of burnt orange color for this particular text. And there you have it. So it's really quick and easy to use. The alignment is much better. Being able to add the text on the actual design board and edit directly on that is so much easier to use because you can see how everything is going to kind of fill out the space within your design. You've got loads of fonts that you get to experiment with. You can adjust the text in a variety of different ways and add your bolds and your italics and your choosing different colors for your fonts. And we've got new updates that are also coming down the road as well. So we'll keep you posted as those come out. But for now, jump into your Design Files account and start testing out the new text updates within the moodboard editor. It's really going to speed up your process, especially if you're building out your client presentation decks and your project proposals, where you're going to need to include a lot of text on a variety of different slides. And of course, if you've got any questions at all, feel free to reach out to us on the live chat. We're always happy to help. Thanks for watching.